Welcome to Late to the Show. I'm your host, Prophet74. Today, I'm going to bring a webcam. It's a 1080 Pro streaming camera. We're going to look at it. It's a Logitech. I'm going to compare it, see how well it works, and see if it's even worth it. All right, so I'm going to put the description here, what model it is and everything. And if you guys are interested, it says this does 1080 and 30 FPS. So we're gonna see him try it out. So when you're streaming, pretty much the blurriness is that, you know, the movements what they're actually talking about most of the time. So we're gonna set it up, test it out with a green screen, and open the box. Let's see what you get when you purchase them like this. So let's go ahead and do that. And now that everybody's doing pretty much working from home, a lot of these cameras are necessary, especially the audio, because you want to make sure your audience is able to hear you, especially on these cameras. So let's take a look at it and see what you get. So right off the bat, the camera right there, no instructions, no nothing necessary. It's just a plug and play. They're included, but it's a plug and play. That's pretty much. So let's take a look at it and take the whole thing out. And if you can see, the cable is nice and wrapped, really neat, ready to go, ready to set up. In the other box, they also give you the shutter too. So don't forget, that's a little important thing if you want to block it out. Most of the times people forget that. All right, so they give you the shutter too, all right? That's kind of important if you ever want to, you know, if you want to block out. And it's just a clip, and I'm gonna put a picture in here how it looks like. A little bit different. The mics are in the side. They're a little bulkier. They pretty much look like, you know, they haven't changed their standard. It's pretty much a basic, and it says Logi now. So instead of Logitech, it's Logi now. That's what they're doing. Plastic, I'm gonna keep it the same. I'm not gonna remove it. We're gonna plug it in and see how well it works. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, we're gonna take a look at the actual cameras right now. And this is all my stuff I have connected right now. And you're actually looking at the camera there. Let's take a look at the software, right? And I'm gonna talk about the software a little bit. So you have to download the Logitech application. So this is the camera, the 1080 Pro Stream. That's pretty much the name of it. They got rid of the 980, 920s. It's just, that's what they're coming out with now. They're gonna end up changing it down the line. Who knows? But you know, it's Logitech. They're always changing their line. So let's go ahead and take a look at the features right now. And you're actually looking at the camera right now directly at it, and we're gonna go ahead and open it up and see what you can get. So right now I'm pretty much using OBS, so I cannot make any changes on it. So the thing is, video capture, default, zoom, you could pretty much focus, exposure, you could change all this in the camera. But because I'm using OBS right now directly to the camera, you can see it. We're gonna see if we could change it to a wide angle, and I'm gonna try to see if I can do that. I couldn't get it to zoom. This is pretty much, it is what it is, like this. Focus, it's already focused. So there's not that much you can do on these. In fact, you know, it's taking all the space on the corner. It's taking all the space. And I kind of shrink that. It's not exactly 1080 like it's supposed to. See, the quality of it is, but not the stretch of the actual system. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can use the mic now from this system. So let's go ahead and use the mic and see if we could get it to work. All right, so we are actually using the mic, and I'm actually standing about maybe one arm length. It's about three feet, somewhere around there. So it's not bad. I'm looking at the quality. It's hitting the mark at the end. But you know, this is my without my glasses, if you can see it. I'm going to bring a green screen and see if we could actually get this green screen. I can't focus in. I try to zoom in, and I'm having issues zooming in with this camera. So there's an issue with the camera itself, or the software's not picking up. And this, because it's so inexpensive, so cheap, they're limited to a lot of these things. So just be aware of that. So let's go ahead and do the next test. And we're gonna bring a green screen, and we're gonna also bring some colors. See if you guys can see match of colors, right? So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we're gonna do a test on the color test, and I have an HD high quality iPad. It's pretty much the Pro iPad, and they have really good colors, really contrast and everything. So I downloaded the actual color scales that you guys are gonna see. So we're gonna see how well this works. So here I have a color set. If you guys can see it, I'm gonna put it right over my head, and as you can see, it's picking up a lot of brightness. the camera. So it's because it's sitting right in front of a screen, but not all the colors are coming in like they're supposed to. And I'm trying to see if I could get it closer. There we go. So the camera's focusing on the colors, and they actually look pretty good from there. And it does focus in automatic contrast. You see the brightness change automatically. Now we're gonna do a visualization on the actual, see if the letters are legible, right? So we're gonna do that. And I know you guys taken these tests before, so we're gonna go ahead and put it in front of the camera, let it focus. If you can see these very good through the actual lens, this is pretty much good quality of it, right? You might not be able to see the last part of it, but if I bring it closer to me, the actual brightness goes, it kind of takes over the whole thing. But the camera's looking pretty good for streaming. If you're gonna do work from home and you're gonna do pretty much Teams, Microsoft Teams and other stuff, it works very well. So we're gonna go ahead and bring the green screen and see how well it works with the green screen. So let's go ahead and test it out. All right, so we're gonna do a test on the green screen, and if you can see, I need more light in here, and this is what I need lights. It's only with one light, and I'm using the green screen. And I'm also using the audio. If you can see my green screen a little bit more on the left. So you're gonna require some light. So we're gonna turn on one light here. This is one light, and we're gonna turn on the other light. And these are different lights. If you can see, this is probably the best way you're going to be able to green screen. You're going to require some lighting. I mean, some major lighting. I have two major lights right now, and if you can see it, this is how dark it is. But if you're doing it from a dark room, and if you're streaming from a dark room, you're going to have problems, especially on a green screen. So make sure that you are aware that you're going to require some lighting. All right. The audio is pretty good, but the lighting, it's horrible, the one that's built in there. I'm gonna it captures my eyes, so I'm gonna actually cover it, see how fast it zooms in, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna let it go and see how fast it zooms in. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, let me know. I'm your host, Prophet74, and we're out.